Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Kasp here, and today again, as you can see, we are inside the USS Defectum NX-04 because we're going to be doing a video, like I promised, about why it's a failure. Because like I said, I said a lot actually, it's a failure, and I thought I'd say why. So I think after I just engines right, after I've pressed this button, we'll start it. I just had to do that. I'm turning into green. I'm like green sun. Can't not press a button. Flick a lever. Oh, whoopsie daisies. That wasn't meant to happen. So, let's get straight into why the USS Defectum failed. So the first reason has to be probably the most simple one, which is essentially its shape. Its exterior, it was really stupidly built. Essentially what I did is I built the bridge, which is just under this, I guess, plate here. It's especially elevated so then it can fit the bridge lighting system. So the bridge is right there. I built the bridge, then I built the exterior, and then I built everything in between, which is really stupid. I don't know why I did it like that, but trust me, I'm never going to do that again. Oh, whoopsie daisies. Building the interior first is definitely a smarter option. I just don't know what I did. I mean, I managed to make it work, of course, you know. Everything fits. But I mean, where is it? Look at the difference between the top layer and the bottom layer. Hell, there are lights in the roof here. There ain't no space because that would be the floor of the second level. I hate it. And there's also the fact that it just doesn't work at all. It's dreadful. I hate it. You know, just literally blow that. Oh, hang on, wrong place. Hang on. Where is it? Literally blow a hole in that, and I'm here. I'm on the second deck. I hate it. It's dreadfully done. But that is the first problem with the USS Defectum and why it failed. So the second reason is very similar to the first, and that is purely the interior has problems. And I mean, there's kind of two parts to this, but part one, what's going on? Problem one is purely that I need to get out of here. Interior rooms, especially that one. I use core engineering, I guess that's what it's called, as the main one, but there are a couple of others, I think, of rooms like that. They're just so badly positioned. I mean, just look at the roof of it. Come on, come back. Look at how badly it's done. Just look at the staircase. It's horrible. I hate it. Hate it to hell and back. I really hate it. But the second thing, although that's probably the most important, is the fact that, let's take quarters A. Just look how bad the interiors are. I've never been one for an interior, but this clearly is dreadful. It's just, look at it, it's dreadful. I could do this in my sleep, anyone could. And that's probably the second reason. Just look at it, it's the same everywhere. I mean, let's head down to, where is it? Quarters, is it E here? C. It's exactly the same. Ooh. Oh, for goodness sake. And, think about it. Look at this. This was built purely to cover up redstone. That's how badly it was done. That we had to cover up redstone later on, because I never thought it out. It's annoying. But that's the second reason why Defectum failed. Now, the third reason Defectum failed is one of these things that it's sort of half and half, if you know what I mean. Half of it didn't fail, and the rest of it was an absolute failure. And that is actually the technology. The redstone systems, emergency lights, power, the alarms, you know, the viewer buttons, the lights, everything here. Even the doors, although the doors maybe not so much. I guess they don't really count as well because they're doors and they don't really have integrated systems like the other things, but we'll use them as an example. And the main reason is they just let's have a look. Where is it? It's down here. This is all the redstone repeaters required to make the red alert work with the flashing light. I'm not going to press it because it's going to annoy me, but if you press the red alert button, that light will go on for pretty much... it'll go on for pretty much as long as the red alert actual disc goes on for. That's how long it needs. Think about this. This could have been used for interiors, but no, it was used to light something up, to make some cool flashing light. There's got to be better ways to do this. I mean, look at this. It's a mess. I mean, I don't know if... And oh God, this is just distracting. I don't know if any of you have ever coded in Python, and probably not, but if you use a hashtag in front of something in Python, it means that it can't... The actual machine will not process that, so you can use it to leave comments and things. I would love that system here, because there's just so many pieces of redstone everywhere, just doing things, and I don't know what. It's really annoying. You know, I mean, I managed to make sense of it, but when I had to change all the... When I had to change all of the command blocks because something went really badly wrong, I moved it. You know, everything just broke. You had to redo it. I mean, just look at these, all the separate things. I would love it if there was something where you could just have, you know, block A and just do that. But no, you can't have that. Admittedly, that would be more complicated than before. But, you know, it would just be so much nicer. It's just so confusing. I mean, just look at it. There, this, that. There's everything. You know, even the most simple parts you'd think aren't as simple as you'd think. You know, one little mistake and you break all the lighting and stuff like that. It's a nightmare. I hate it. But, you know, I managed to live with it, so I guess it's not that bad. But just look at all the repeaters. There's got to be a quicker, simpler way of doing this. I'm sure there isn't, I just haven't thought of it. But it's annoying. Really annoying. But that's reason 3 as to why Defectum failed. And so, guys, I think we're at the end, pretty much, of this. So that brings us to reason 4 as to why USS Defectum NX-04 failed. What a coincidence. 4 failures. NX-04. Whoa, what a coincidence. Anyway, and that is probably just, and this is important in any Minecraft build, let alone this, although this is an exceptionally large problem caused by it, but that is plan. This thing was not planned. All I had was this bridge. Even this bridge has been changed around a lot, but all I had is this bridge, and I was like, let's build a spaceship with it. This is failure is what's come out of it. I must say, I think I've scratched through all right. The bridge, I'll admit, except from the chairs maybe. The bridge is probably my favourite part. You know, I'm working on the chairs, but the bridge turned out all right. The rest of the ship, pretty much the whole thing, with the exception maybe of bridge and shield control, the rest of it was dreadful. I did not plan any of it, not even shield control. I planned nothing. And it's just been a failure after failure. It just hasn't worked at all. I hate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that brings us to the end of the 4 reasons as to why USS Defectum NX-04 failed. And A, I hope you enjoyed this video because it's just picking apart my work. But B, I hope you learn from this, whether you build Star Trek spaceships, Star Wars spaceships, or just a house. I hope this teaches you some valuable lessons. Remember, point 4, planning. Plan, plan, plan every build you make because it's important. And I rarely do because I'm just weird. But thank you very much for watching, and I think I'll see you next time. Goodbye, this has been Kasp. It's been a pleasure. Captain Kasp, out.